Team, we're gonna be doing some beautiful barbecue ribs on the Ninja Foodi XL grill coming up. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cooking with CJ. I'm CJ, and if you're a returning subscriber, part of CJ's crew, you know I love you. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that red subscribe button, that bell next to it, so you can get alerts on all what we're doing here. All right, team, what are we doing here today? Guys, we are going to be making some beautiful, awesome, extraordinary, tasty, and so on barbecue ribs, okay? Now, I've done some barbecue baby backs on the original Foodi Grill way back in the day, and then I did some grilled St. Louis style, a full rack of ribs on the Ninja Foodi XL grill, and I'll put a link for that right up here. All right, check it out, see how I did it. Now that was just a grilled rib, okay? I just showed you how to do a light seasoning, got it nice and braised, and then, you know, we grilled them off, okay? It turned out wonderful. Y'all liked that video, so I thought I'd do you one better and make some barbecue style ribs. So we're gonna do kind of the same premise. We're going to braise the ribs first for about an hour using the bake setting at 300 degrees, and we're gonna wrap it in tin foil. In the wrap for the braising liquid, we're gonna use a little apple juice, and then we're gonna use a little apple chipotle barbecue sauce from KosmosQ, okay? We're gonna put this as barbecue as we can all the way through. These are St. Louis style cut ribs, okay? So they're a little bit meatier, a little bit fatter than like baby back ribs, but we need to do some work on these, get them trimmed up and ready to go. So as you can see on this particular rack of ribs, there's a huge back skirt to it that we're gonna go ahead and just slice right off. It's really tough, it won't be good eating, so just take it off. I usually just toss it, but if you like to make, you know, pork stock, you can with it. So I'm gonna square off the ends of this rack of ribs just so it fits a little bit easier in there. And one side is really, really thin with the meat on there, so I don't want it to get tough in there. So we're cutting off the thin side. On the thicker side, there's a couple sharp bone fragments in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut those off. You know, I did enough trimming on there, but I want to cut off the side and the bone fragments on there. It looks like the butcher went a little nuts on this one, so there were some ragged edges, some tough, sharp bones on there, so that's why we spent a little bit of time cleaning it up, okay? The next thing we're gonna do is take off that membrane. I use a butter knife to get underneath one side of it and use either my fingers or paper towels to get underneath it and just pull off the membrane. You can leave it on. It ain't gonna hurt much of anything. I usually take it off, so it's up to you whether you want to deal with the hassle. But when I'm trimming up these St. Louis style ribs, I can never get that membrane off in one pull, so it took me a little bit longer to get it done. Next thing, we're gonna season these up with some KosmosQ SPG rub as like a base coat, real light base coat, and then we're gonna do a little honey chipotle killer bee as our main rub on there. Nice barbecue rub, little spice, little sweet heat. You know, the sweet heat's where it's at. I think it'll pair well with that apple chipotle barbecue sauce. So we're going to let these set for about an hour, let them sweat, let some of that good flavor get penetrating into that meat, and then we'll get going on the Ninja Foodi Grill, and I'll show you how we do this, all right? Little bit of over explanation to get us started, but these are steps you need to do. So let's get over to the Ninja Foodi Grill station, otherwise known as, you know it, my kitchen island. Let's get started. All right, team, we're on the Ninja Foodi Grill station over here. We're gonna turn on and preheat our Ninja Foodi Grill. So we're gonna hit the bake setting. We're gonna go down to 300. We're gonna do it for an hour. Hit start. We have 2 sheets of tin foil right here. We're gonna get our rack of ribs on right in the middle. All right, we got our rack of ribs on. We're gonna put them in the middle, top side down. So the first thing I'm gonna do is put the barbecue sauce in there. So like I said, got a little apple chipotle. Just probably about a half a cup's worth in there. And we're gonna put our ribs right on top of it. All right, now we're gonna start folding this up. Make a little boat out of it so nothing escapes. Same thing over here. And this is just so we could add the apple juice in there. This is just a little 8-ounce apple juice thing. So we're gonna add about half of it, so 4 ounces. Set aside. Okay, let's get this folded up. Okay, so the meat side is down. We have all the liquid in the bottom, okay? That's gonna help braise the meat and make it tender. So let's add our second layer of foil on there. Be careful not to push the foil like against the bones that might be sticking out. You don't want to pierce it. Okay, the Foodi Grill is ready. It says add food. Okay, it's a little bit long for the Foodi Grill pan, but yeah, you give it a little persuasion and we're gonna braise it up real nice. All right, we'll see you in an hour. All right, team, hour's up. Let's take our temps. Hopefully we're around 200 degrees or so. I got my little ThermoPro. Links down below if you want to get you one. We're looking for over 200, so 204 is looking pretty good. It's going in like butter, so it's really soft and tender in there. So here's what we're going to do. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull this out. Okay. Get that on the cutting board. We're gonna put our Sear'NSizzle grill grate in there. There we go, hit the grill feature on high. We're only gonna grill these on high for about 5 minutes, so 10 minutes is enough, hit start. All right, we're gonna preheat that grill grate. But while we do that, let's get this, this thing open. Check out our little package. So we got plenty of bone exposure here. I'm using lined gloves, okay? Let's just take a look at the other side. All right, so being that we braised it all, obviously some of the seasoning is gonna come off, but we're gonna put just a little bit more, but all that flavor is nice in there right now. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna put it on the grill, meat side down for about 5 minutes. We're gonna flip it over and then we're gonna sauce it up really well. Shut it down for like 2 or 3 minutes just to kind of set the sauce. And then we'll be ready to eat these bad boys. All right, so we're doing the preheating of the Sear'NSizzle plate in there. I've already went ahead and put a little bit more seasoning on the top of the ribs. So when I turn it over, so the top side is meeting the grill grate, it's gonna kind of sear in those spices that rub on there. And then when I flip it back over, after about 5 minutes or so, we'll put that barbecue sauce on and everything should stay in place. And we're gonna have some wonderful tender ribs that have an amazing flavor in there. Gotta have that sweet heat on your barbecue. I'm a big fan of it. I'm gonna make you a big fan of it too. So we're almost done preheating that grill grate. And I'm excited for this one. This is gonna be a good one. All right, team. We're preheated in there. I'm butting this up to it, so hopefully we don't like drip juices on there too much. So like I said, we have it seasoned up again in there using my lined gloves. So let it drip a little bit. Looks pretty good, right? All right, then we're just gonna get as much contact to the grill grates as we can. Get a little sizzle on there. We're gonna shut it down for just 5 minutes and then we'll flip it over, sauce it, let it finish up, set for a couple minutes, and we'll be ready to grub. Okay, 5 minutes is up. Whoa. We got some great color in there. I'm gonna go ahead and flip them over. Woo, got some cool little grill marks on there. Right on, right on. Okay, let's get some of that barbecue sauce on. We're using, again, that apple chipotle. And it's gonna make a mess, okay? Just roll with it. Know that you'll have to clean up. Okay, we're gonna have to definitely clean this up. We're gonna shut it down just for like 2 more minutes, let that barbecue sauce set, and then we'll be ready to chop into it. All right, team, it's set. It's looking dang good. Got some beautiful color on there. Gorgeous grill marks. That is a set of barbecue ribs right there. All right, guys, I'm gonna pull it out. We'll let it rest for a hot second, and then we'll cut into it. All right, guys, let's cut these bad boys up. Tender as can be, smoking hot. That's why I still have my lined glove on. Right, got the juice. The juice is loose. Love it. It's looking good. All right, let's get a taste test on this, huh? It's good. It's smoking hot, but that's all right. You spend an hour and a half or so cooking these things. You want to get in on it as soon as you can. So here we go. Man, that's good. That bite is clean through, so you know it's tender, cooked well. Man, that was good. Get yourself some of that KosmosQ. There'll be a link down below to the website. That mix of the honey chipotle killer bee with that apple chipotle barbecue sauce. I can still taste it. That's so good. So good. All right. Y'all have the links down below for, you know, the Foodi Grill or any Foodi product if you want. Click on that link down below. It's an affiliate link. We get a little kickback on it. It's good stuff for you, but it doesn't cost you anything else. The knives, cutting boards, all that good stuff. There's links down below for all that. Guys, we recently just put out a website, cookingwithcj.com. We have it fully functional. We're working on the cookbook. We're working on a blog for it. We're gonna put our videos up on there too. So make sure you guys check it out. Sign up for it and become a member of that website. We're gonna start doing some really good things on there, okay? That's it for this week. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up, comment down below, share this, all that good stuff. But as always, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for cooking with CJ. Take care.